Alright, what's up everybody? Abe Gamer, we are back. We are here with the video that some of y'all probably are waiting for after the Berry video that released, and that's how to do all the crossbreeding and everything in Cobblemon 1.4 Farms and Friends. So today, finally, I am excited to say that I have gotten all the berries, which once you get all the berries, they do give you a nice little in-game achievement that, you know, they like all mod creators like to put in, which I appreciate. Oops, all the berries, 69 of 69. So first things first, I've organized my chest and everything. Just to start by going over the first 39 overworld or just naturally found berries that don't need to be crossbred with anything. Could be dropped from mons, some of these that you can also just find in the wild. We're going to go over all their locations and everything. Starting off with the berry that's found in literally all biomes. Then you got the cherry berry, which is in plains. Chesto is in forest. Pecha berry is in jungle or swamp. In the arid lands, like the badlands and the shrublands, you can find rossberry. Asperberry is in the mountains. Prismberry is in all biomes as well as the berry. They kind of go hand in hand. Raz is in the forest. The bulkberry is mountain and taiga. The nanaberry is the jungle and swamp. The weeperberry is in the plains, and the pineapple berry is in arid lands as well, shrubland, bushlands, those gray and terracotta filled lands. After that, we're getting into the second half of them, which are I would call these the rarer spawning berries, this half, which starts off with your berry. Your berry can be found in sandy or volcanic climates, anything humid, really warm. The pasho berry can be found on coast and beaches. The wakan berry is in the grasslands, hills, and even like the sky mountain biomes. The rindo berry is in jungle or anything tempered, like so any highlands, jungles, any form of a jungle biome. The yachi berry is found in freezing and taiga biomes, mainly in the cold. The chapel berry is found in the mountains in a bamboo environment, so a bamboo jungle. Or in a taiga. I would heavily recommend you look in mountains and taiga for this. I remember looking for this in bamboo, and it was extremely hard, mainly because all you can get for bamboo jungles is usually small areas, especially on a server like I'm on. Then there's the Kleeba berry that's in forest, mushroom forest, swamp, and the site that I'm reading on is obviously a wiki page that'll be linked in the description below to show you the whole guide step by step if you rather read it out, which is totally fine. They say spooky as well. Spooky is not at least an environment in this mod pack. So the shuka berry is arid and grassland. The koba berry is in a mountain peak, high temperature, high elevation. The papaya berry is in anything desert, any savanna or magical biome. Let's see. Then the tanga berry is in forests and jungles and swamps. The charty berry is in mountains and volcanic. The caspi berry is in lush or swamp biomes or taiga biomes. Lush usually means like down near, it says dripstone as well, which means anything wet and slightly underground or in a cave. It could be found as well. The hana berry is found in jungles, mountains, or magical environments. The colbur berry is in the badlands or taiga, which again, more of those arid type of lands. The barberry berry is in bamboo and mountain taiga. I found my barberry, again, not in a bamboo biome. I've never found them in bamboo biomes. Could be my luck, but I would like to note that they are said to spawn there. And then in grasslands is where the chillin berry is found. And last but not least, the final of the 39, now that we've gotten down there, is the rosy berry. I have a whole separate video. There should be a tag that comes up for it. And we got some medical leaks. But to get the rosy berry, basically, you can only get it as a very small % drop from Absol, Sableye, Dino, Scraggy, Zorua, Pancham, Impidimp, Moropiku, and Nickit. And an easy way to tell if you can even find that mon while you're searching them is /check spawn. If you do it properly, check spawn, and then put in common, it'll tell you all the spawns of all the mons that show up in here. And now that that's done, I'm also going to get rid of my chat settings. Goodbye, chat. And, okay. Got a little bit of a neater HUD now. And so now that you've gotten all 39, the second half of that 39, which starts at the Aka berry, are all the berries that have damage if it's super effective to the person holding it, and it's that attack. So like, if I'm using a Charizard and I'm holding this Pasho berry, and I get hit in battle for, hold on one second, guys. For some reason, the music decided to come in super bass boosted and danky for a while, so just turn that down so I can think. Anyway, so yeah, basically if I'm using like a Charizard and it's getting hit with a water attack and that move is super effective, this berry will activate and only half the damage of what the water attack would normally do. And all of these berries fall in that category of some type. Even the Rosalie berry does it for fairy. And then this top half of them cannot be eaten. And then the other half cures a status ailment like confusion, frozen, burned, poisoned, asleep, paralyzed, and then that one restores 10 HP when you're at half health or less. And then these other ones don't have edible abilities yet. The leeks you plant, so for the berries you just hoe up a piece of land and just plant them in the land, and then for the leeks you just put them on a permanent water source and they will grow perfectly fine for you. The leeks are really good because they help you make potions, and well, they help you make medical brew, which can be turned into potions, or even proteins or other EV boosting based ingredients and items, which I will show you later. Now into the second half. Here are all the main different trees of various different berries. I realize now after doing this that it's supposed to be more like this for this one. And that's kind of how it's supposed to be, because that's the Pomeg Berry line. Let me just neaten these up a bit. We're going to just put a little bit of space between these. There we go. Perfect. Just in case if I want a second stack of them. So we're going to start off with the first one. And the first one will be... Let me just make sure I got this tree right before I start going into explanation. The first one will be your oddity berries. Your oddity berries are the ones that are up over here. Your lum, your Lepa, your Sitrus, and your berry. Or not your your Hopo berry. Alright guys, so now that I found my corner of the farm where I've been working on these berries, we'll start off with your orange berry. Your orange berry and your pecha berry can become a lum berry. Other berries used for this recipe can be chesto, asper, cherry, or raspberry. Then you got the nanab and orange berry tree, which will get you your Lepa berry, which is either nanab, raz, bulk, weeper, or pineapple berries. Then you got the lum and the cherry, the lum and the Lepa berry, which will give you your Hopo berry. Bear in mind all of these will be needed, guys, so just go down the list. Trust me, it's easiest this way. And then, so this will be, now, let's see. You want to mix your Hopo berry. You want to mix your Hopo berry once you get it with a weeper berry. Or, yeah, because it's not that one. I know that for sure. Hold on. You want to mix your Hopo berry with, any berry. Yeah, I have nothing that shows it, but your Hopo berry will be right here. And you will want to mix that Hopo berry with, we'll go through all of them just to make it easier on you guys. It'll be the Pasho berry, the Caspi berry, the Yachi berry, the Chopple berry, the Chillin berry, pretty much actually any of the super effective deflecting berries, the ones that have super effective attacks from this category, will mix with the Hopo berry, will give you the Enigma berry, which, where did I get this from? Right here. So then you eventually make it to your Enigma berry. Your Enigma berry is heavily useful for various things. One is getting the Pomeg berry. I'm going to do that later, since that's technically the final tier of making crossbreeding, but I just wanted to get those recipes out of the way and make it easier on you guys to know. Let's see. So from here, we're going to go with our first set. Now, our first set will be this top set, the Figgy Berry, all the way down to the Salic Berry. This set is known to make your Tamato Berry, which your Tamato Berry will boost your... Alright, guys, after a quick check, I just wanted to make sure I had it right. Yes, the Tamato Berry is the one that does speed-based EVs, boosting and decreasing. A Tamato Berry can, if just fed to the Pokemon as the berry and not made into Carbos, which would be the protein ingredient, it will, instead of boosting your speed by 10, it'll minus it by 10. So that one is in the front here. And it's not this side. It's this side, I think. Now I'm so lost. Okay, Prism and Cherry Berry. This is where we start. I think I was making lums and stuff over there in that corner. So Prism and Cherry Berry right here. You mix those two, it'll give you a Figgy. A Figgy Berry will give you that Figgy Berry right there. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to take it. So we're just going to get rid of these really quick. So Prism and Cherry will give you the Figgy Berry you're looking for. Mix the Figgy with a Raspberry, and it'll give you... Well, that was the crossbreed. Mix the Figgy with the Raz, and you can get the Tonga Berry. The Tonga Berry then gets mixed with this, the Tonga Berry then gets mixed with this Aka Berry, which gives you the Tamato Berry, which is what I got, which is the Eevee one you're personally going to be looking for. But it doesn't end at that either, because you take that same Tonga Berry and mix it with a Colbur and get a Spellin Berry. That Spellin Berry can be crossed with a Tamato Berry to give you the Salic Berry, and it can give you mixed with a Chople Berry, a Lansat, or a Lansat, which we'll go over to this chest and show off really quick. So we're just going to put all these back in here. This one can go down below. So it says it can't be eaten by the holder, but that's just not true, because it can. It drops EVs. I think it just doesn't have a proper description on it yet. But the Figgy Berry will restore 1/3 of max HP at 1/4 health or less. Confused if it has a negative attack nature, so be careful if your nature is down in attack in any way. This berry will cause confusion on your Pokemon. This one allows the holder to be cured of its confusion. This one cannot be eaten by the holder, it says. So I don't know what this one does or what it's used for, to be honest. Probably in a future update, so I'd just hold it for now. This one allows the holder to gain focus energy when at 1/4 health or less. And the Salic Berry raises the holder's speed by 1 if it's in 1/4 or less, which could be actually useful. I don't need the extra berry, to be honest. I'm just being honest here. I don't really need the extra berry. So lums go up there. Orange are maxed out, and the peaches are now maxed out. Disregard my my littering, guys. We're just gonna. I just don't need them. I really just don't need it taking up my inventory right now. So that's stage 1 done. That's how you get the Tamato Berry. Tomato, again, you need Tonga to Aka. That's your main path line down there to get your speed EV booster. Our next one on the list will be our Kelpsy Berry. The Kelpsy Berry is responsible for your attack EVs. Right now I'm working on a Scizor, and he is actually going to be getting those attack EVs, which will be hugely helpful if I am to make this. So now let's go down here and figure out. I think we're in this corner this time. Yes, we are. So it's Chesto and the Person Berry, and that will give you a Wiki Berry. From the Wiki Berry, you mix it with the Bulk Berry, and you get the Corn with 2 N's Berry. You mix that Corn Berry with the Pasho Berry, and you will get the... No, not more corn. We don't need more corn. You'll get this plant, though, which is the Pam Tree Berry. And you instead mix it with... I see my Kelpsy Berry has gotten destroyed over here. That's what happened. Or no, my Rindu Berry has been destroyed, I think. Hold on. Yeah, my Rindu has been destroyed. We gotta replace this really quick. We need a Band-Aid. I hate when Pokemon walk all over your farms. Anyway, So, we'll put the Rindu right there. We'll grow it all up nice and bold. So now the Rindu mixed with the cornberry, which is right here, will sometimes give you a Kelpsy berry. The Kelpsy berry mixed with one of the Pam tree berries will end up, here it is, will sometimes give you a lychee berry. And the other partner, which is this one right here, which is the Kebia and the Pam tree berry, will give you a mickleberry. The mickleberry is this one right here. Almost choked on my own spit, guys. Don't know how I manage it every time, but you know, we're here, we're thriving. Let's see. So these berries, the Kelpsy berry, of course, will minus 10 EVs in attack if you just eat it raw. If you don't eat it raw, it'll boost it by 10. The main reason people are getting these, I'm assuming, is to boost your EVs, not minus them, but it is good to help in general. The Wiki berry will restore a third of HP with a negative special. It'll confuse you with the negative special attack nature, but it restores a third of HP when a quarter and below. Corn can't be eaten, same with the Pam tree. The holder's next move has 1.2 times accuracy when at a quarter or less health, and then this one raises the holder's attack by one stage with a quarter or less, which is huge. This is the attack line. It makes sense to go best with attackers in general. But so now remember, for the Kelpsy berry, it's the cornberry mixed with the Rindu berry. That'll get you your Kelpsy. The Kelpsy's the important one. Now we're going to go into the next phase, which the next phase is the mutation line of the Qualot berry. The Qualot berry is the unique one because you need the Rosely berry. That was the one we were talking about earlier today, the Rosely berry, the one that's only dropped from Pokemon. There's no other way to plant or find it in the wild. And then it's only specific Pokemon. Okay, guys, here we are. Now we got a Pecha and a Person berry. You mix those two together and you get the Mango berry, or the Mago berry, and mix the Mago with the Nanab, and you get yourself a nice, maybe I should just stand behind it. You get yourself a nice Magus berry. Really going for the mango themes right now. I think it's supposed to be a melon though, this one. And then you mix that with a Tonga berry, and you can get, I almost say you can get the Rosely. You mix it with a Tonga berry, or you mix it with a Rosely berry. You mix it with the Rosely berry, and what do you get in return? You get a Qualot berry. You mix it with a Tonga berry, and you get the Watmel berry. This is definitely watermelon. Then you take that Watmel berry and mix it with the Chilean berry. And did I grab it here? I did not. You can get a Custap berry, or you can mix the Qualot with the melon, and you can get a Ganlin berry. They're pretty straightforward. It's pretty specific on what it wants and what it doesn't want for breeds, so you can't really get too lost, which is nice. I mean, it stinks when you're trying to first figure it out, but when you have all the methods down, it's pretty easy to do. I did use the help of Wiki, so let's not pretend like I just magically wasted all my time and figured out how to do this. Was not me, so shout out to the people who did figure it out or went through the code and however they figured it out, obtained it. So the Qualot berry is responsible for your defense EVs. It'll be responsible for if you lose 10 or if you turn your any of your stuff into iron to up 10. Let's see. So now we got, so with this line we have restores a third of HP, but it'll confuse you if you have negative speed nature. 2 cannot be eaten, and then 1, the holders move first in its priority bracket. So okay, so you go first guaranteed with this berry, and then this one raises the holder's defense. Now with that, we need to go into the Hondew berry. The Hondew berry is should be next in our line, and it is. The Hondew berry is the berry that boosts or minuses your special attack depending upon how you use it, and its line is the Aguave berry, which is restores a third of HP but minuses special defense. Then the Jaboka Berry is if holder is hit with a physical move, the attacker loses an eighth of its max HP, which is kind of cool for a turnaround. And then this one just boosts special attack by 1. Alright guys, here we are. Sorry about that. I got attacked by some spiders who were just the most friendly things I've ever seen in my whole entire freaking lifetime. Anyway, so now we got some Rost. Oh, and Prism Berries. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. But it had the Guava on the front, which messed me up. But when you breed them, you get the Guava Berry. The Guava Berry mixed with the Reaper Berry gives you these cool Rabuta berries. I'm just going to take this out. And then from the Rabuta Berry, you mix with the Barberry Berry, or you mix with the Suka Berry. Let's see. So you mix with the Barberry or the Suka Berry, and you can get the Durin Berry, or you can get the Hondew Berry. The Hondew is from the Suka and the Rabuta Berry combined. Will get you your Hondew. Again, guys, your Hondew is the one that does your special attack bonus, which is very helpful for anyone using mainly like psychic types or types like that of that nature. You use the Chardy Berry, yeah, this berry, the Chardy Berry, with the Durin Berry, and you can get the Jaboka Berry. I am very bad at reading these weird names. And then the Petya Berry is the one from the Hondew and the Durin. Durin's your main core in this one. So your Hondew Berry does your special attack. The Guava Berry does a third max HP, but it'll confuse you if no special defense nature. Then you got the Rabuta Berry, which can't be eaten. And then this one, if it's hit by a physical move, the attack... Oh, did I read that out of this one instead? Stage. So in the other one, it was the priority move. This one, yeah, it's loses a eighth of its max HP if it attacks, which is cool. Special attack by 1 stage if it's down by a quarter or more. Next will be the 5th line. The 5th line is your Grepa Berry line. The Grepa Berry is responsible for your special defense EVs. Let me go find that Grepa Berry now. It'll be down here somewhere, I know that. Yes, so the Prism and the Asper Berry, we're going to get rid of it by shovel. Prism and Asper Berry, breed those together, what do you get? You get the Eopop Berry. Very hard to say, I'm not going to lie to you. You mix that with the Pineapple Berry, and what do you get? That's right, you get the Normal Berry. You mix that with a Papaya Berry, or you mix it with a Yachi Berry. The Yachi Berry is the one that will give you your Grepa. And you mix it with the Papaya Berry, and you get the Blueberry. The Blueberry you mix with the Cobra Berry, and you can get a Rawap Berry. And if you mix it with the Grepa Berry, you can get the Apricot Berry. Alright, back in the corner we are, guys. So basically the Enigma Berry, which would be this one right here. I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly what I'm doing around this part. This one is the Pomeg Berry. And this one is a Hopo Berry. Oh, the Hopo Berry is its own separate thing, I think. Because the Hopo doesn't mix into anything, it's just a berry. So the Hopo Berry is made from the Lum and Lepa being mixed together. Then you got... We're going to do this one first just because it's easier. So this is the Enigma Berry. The Enigma Berry mixed with this is the Hana Berry. So the Hana Berry mixed with the Enigma Berry will give you the Pomeg. The Pomeg Berry is your final and last EV based one. So Enigma mixed with Honab. It's the only one that works for it. And the Pomeg Berry is responsible for your HP EVs, which is obviously the one that everyone's waiting for because they're some of the most useful ones, at least in most people's opinion. In my opinion, that's why it's also one of the more confusing ones to get. Then you mix this with, you can also mix this Enigma berry with a Caspi berry, which will give you the key berry. And if you mix it with a Wakan berry, it'll give you the Maranga berry. And then if you mix the Pomeg with a Grepa, Hondew, Qualot, Kelpsy, or Tamato, which aka any of the EV based ones, which is probably why the Kelpsy's right here, it will give you a Starf berry. So the Starf berry is right here. Raise a random stat by 2 when at a quarter or less health, which is huge. Can really change the game. The key berry raises the holder's defense by 1 stage of hit with a physical attack. This one increases the special defense by 1 stage of hit and a special attack. That's the Maranga berry. And then you got the Enigma berry, which restores a quarter of the user's health if hit by a super effective move. Just plain simple general, makes it pretty powerful. And then your Pomeg berry is your HPs. Alright guys, now that we're back in the house, we're going to be working on all the brewing and potion and crafting anything into EV boosting items for your Pokemon. So first of all, you want to start with some glass. Turn this glass into 3 bottles by making it into the same shape you'd put iron ingots. Fill this with water. I'm only going to do 1 since I have a bunch of these already done. You just throw it in. It slowly starts to bake. When it's done baking, you will get this medical brew. Or medicinal brew. Sorry, not medical brew. And then from here, you can then change... Let's see. Do I have one? I do. So... there we go. That's been fully made. I'll leave that there. I'll put these 2 here. You take the leek out and throw in... You can throw in a Hopo berry. A Hopo berry gives you an elixir, like a max elixir. A normal elixir is from the Lepa berry. The Lum berry gives you a full heal. Cherry berry gives you paralyzed heal. Asper berry gives you an ice heal. Ross berry gives you a burn heal. Oran berry gives you the potion. Sitrus berry gives you the hyper potion. Pecha berry gives you the antidote. And the Chesto berry will give you the awakening type potions. And I will also have the wiki of what I'm using to find these crafting recipes down there as well. And then now that you have your medicinal brew, you will use one always in this top corner for these. We will go in order based on HP all the way to... we will go in terms of HP all the way to PP up, and there is a PP max crafting recipe as well. Just give me 1 second to get the materials. Okay guys, now that we got all the materials, we're going to start with the Pomeg berry, our HP based one. With the Pomeg berry, you will also need 2 sugar, 1 medicinal brew like every other one, and then of the white mint leaves, you will need 2 of those as well, and it will give you 1 HP up. Now the next one will be our attack one, and that is our Kelpsy berry. I am actually working on this for my Scizor right now. So you're going to need 2 raw of any meat. Do not cook them. I'll just show you the example. That cooked does not work. Cooked will not work when you do this. You want to take some red nature mint leaves, put them there. See, that doesn't work, but if you collect them, put them here, and then take the chicken, do this. Boom, you got some protein. Now, next after this is the Qualot berry. We're doing defense next. So Qualot berry goes here. And then with the Qualot berry, you need beetroot. Why you need beetroot? No idea. But with that beetroot, you also want the dark, as I like to call it, dark blue, just because we have, you know, cyan, which is light blue. And then, boom, you got yourself some iron. Then, let's see. After this, we got the Hondew berry. The Hondew berry will be your special attack. With it, you want to do your light blue. And it also takes 2 bone meal. Which, since you're making these farms anyway, I highly recommend the bone meal. You're going to be going through it regardless. It's just a good investment. After that, it's the Grepa berry, which will be your special defense. Let's see. And then with that special defense, you also need some raw salmon or raw cod. And then you also need some pink mint. And then there you go. You got some zinc, plus 10 to special defense. And now we're on our last one of the plus EVs and IVs, which will be the Tamato berry with green mint leaves. And then last but not least, to go with these green mint leaves is I know I got 3 pieces, but 2 pieces of wheat. And there you go. That's how you get all of, we're just going to organize them a little bit. That's how you would get all of these. And then now, but also you want to know how to get PP up. I don't know about PP max, but PP up will be this. So you'll need some Pep-up flowers. You'll need some Vivichoke, which will go right here. And then there you go. You got your PP up. Now let me see really quick if I can find a PP max recipe if they have it. And if not, I'll just come back and tell you that. Okay, guys, after looking around, I did manage to find it. I will also have this specific Cobblemon wiki page up there because for some reason it's not with the rest of them. But for this one, you use PP up, and then you use 2 Pep-up flowers, which I'll show you in the garden after this. You use 2 Vivichokes, which I'll also tell you after this. And then you use, where is it? You use 2 of these Hopo berries, and boom, there you have it, a PP max instead of a PP up. And now we will go into the garden and talk about these last 2, the Vivichokes. We'll talk about the nature mints, and we will talk about the revival herb with the Pep-up flower. Alright guys, so now that I got a whole horde of enemies wanting to spawn and bother me, we are here at my nature mint farm. These nature mints I will go into in a heavier detail in another video, but for now we're just going to go over all the colors. So there's green, blue, there's cyan, there's white, there's pink, and there's red. We'll just harvest we're going to get this mint out of the way. We're just going to harvest a red one. This is them fully grown. They will drop you anywhere from 1 to 2 usually of these petals, and then they will also give you a seed to replace. So realize that you don't have to use these seeds for crafting ever, but you will always just get a seed back. Make sure you don't waste them because they will disappear after that. Now I'm just going to put them in my chest with me. Okay, now on this side, guys, obviously I have wheat growing here just because that one EV boosting crafting recipe. Next to that, though, you grow this all the way up, and it turns into one of those Pep-up flowers. Now, to grow a Pep-up flower, though, you need revival herb. So to find revival herb, you can find it growing in lush cave biomes, which would eventually evolve into a Pep-up flower anyway, but you'll find this growing in a lush cave biome, aka the environment where you'd find an axolotl. And then this one over here, though, which is a little bit different, this gives you a Vivichoke, and these only give 1 Vivichoke per. Now, its seeds can only be found in structures that are pre-built, like blacksmith forges, village chests, spawners, etc. You get the idea, guys. Save a couple of these, but only a couple, because once you get them, you throw 1 in, and you get 2 seeds back for the price of 1, so you can essentially double them every time you harvest them. I'm personally going to do that right now. Just makes sense. And then just throw a couple in here. Perfect. And that's about it. So that's how you craft, that's how you get these things. That's how you get the nature mints. That's how you get all these berries. That's how you craft carbos. There's only one last thing for me to go over, and that's making mulch. And now, personally, I don't use mulch. I just use bone meal, but mulch will make it produce slightly more berries for you, and it'll also grow the berries slightly faster if you're not using bone meal. Okay, after finding what mulch is, since I never honestly used it, you know, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I never used it. I didn't need it, but I will go through and tell you all the crafting recipes for it, and I'll show you the basic way to make mulch. Mulch is basically like a fertilizer. So, odd crafting recipe, you need 1 dirt, a piece of paper, some bone meal, and then some rotten flesh. And there you go. We finally got use for rotten flesh. We make some mulch. Now, with mulch, you can do a bunch of different versions of mulch. You can go with peat mulch, loamy mulch, rich mulch, and in the wiki that I'll leave in the description below for the berries themselves as well, guys, just realize that this mulch will go to whatever type of dirt it says it takes best to, so you can use it to boost those ones. Please, I'm just saying it will not work if you mix a different type of dirt, like, or mulch with the dirt for the wrong type of berry. So, like, for example, the Kelpsy berry does coarse dirt. You want something that causes, like, coarse mulch, you know, like with coarse dirt. But yeah, so for example, we're going to do the loamy mulch, which loamy works well for the Tamato berry. So you basically put just 3 dirt in a little L, and then you get loamy mulch. Now, continuing to do that L for each and every one of these other recipes, peat mulch is used with 3 moss blocks. Rich mulch is used with blaze powder, 3 of them. 3 coarse dirt makes coarse mulch. Wow, I wonder how. And then 3 mud blocks will make humid mulch. 3 sand blocks will make sandy mulch. 3 glistening watermelons, which are the melon slices that have the gold in them, will make surprise mulch. And then 3 bone meal with mulch will make growth mulch. I think growth mulch is the one that we're all looking for the most. It'll probably make it grow and not yield as much, but grow more than previous. But yeah, and then after that, guys, that is now all I know about the farming and berries update. Again, there will be a future Nature Mints video coming out. Should be right after this video. That'll probably be what I'm working on next. It'll be a shorter video to help you guys with that. But I hope this video was helpful. It took a long time to build that farm and get all this stuff out and get all the info. So again, all the stuff that I did learn from was in the wiki. It'll be in the description. And shout out again to Cobblemon, the server that I've been playing on for weeks now. I appreciate everyone who's seen this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, because there'll be more content coming at you in the next one. But this is Ape Gamer signing off. Peace.